Alright, gonna share something I just received in the mail earlier today. Just got home from work late tonight and opened everything up. Everything is complete, with which I won in my auction. Of course, the comic is not included. This is one of mine. It just kind of pertained to one of the letters, but what you see here is 1942 collection of Captain Marvel fan club memorabilia, particularly a letter with which it came in, a button, the Captain Marvel membership card, a letter here to the member, two pieces of advertisement, one offering the reader a free issue of Smash Comics by filling out the form, and another one promoting other books and titles, and I'll go into detail into that. But first time ever I entered in an eBay auction, and I was the only person that actually entered, and I was fortunate enough to win, and I will now be the proud owner and caretaker of this for as long as I can, till the next lucky soul gets to enjoy it. But so yeah, let's check this out. Well, let's see here. As we browse in here, we have the letter, which this is just absolutely beautiful. And of course, we have some old residue damage from prior, I guess from years back. Obviously, it doesn't really affect too much. I can still place items in it. It is, but hey, could be worse. But as we see here, the previous owner, possibly Ann Dillard, Forest Hills, Delaware, Florida. Headquarters, Captain Marvel Club, 22 West Putnam Avenue, Greenwich, Connecticut. And there's the logo, and tell you what, for this letter being from 1942, it's still in amazing shape, I can honestly say. Look, you can still even see some white there. So this has been well cared for. But as you can see, and actually when I received it, everything was placed in it, so I'm gonna look into possibly a way to preserve it a little bit better, but look in regards to my options. But yeah, so let's enjoy this. Go on and enjoy this. So of course, we got your postage section, and look at the color on that, just absolutely amazing. And of course, you got the acronym for Shazam. And let's transition on over. And of course, here we have the Captain Marvel Fan Club pin. Let's see if I can position this properly. This is a 1942 pin. As you can tell, the 42, as opposed to the other years, it does not have the blue background behind Captain Marvel. That is a good way to distinguish the 41, 43, 44, 45, the other years. That is at least all the research I could find in regards to the specificity in regards to distinguishing the different pins. But yes, and this pin is in amazing shape, I shall say. It's got some rust and such on the back. I wonder if I could possibly have that maybe brushed up and cleaned up. I'll look into that. But amazing little pin, just absolutely love it. And then we have the Captain Marvel Club membership card, and this thing isn't even signed. Come on. So that right there just blows my mind. It's in amazing shape, should I say. It's got some imprints here, which looks like from where it originally had the pen placed at one time, kind of clipped on the back. But otherwise, in amazing shape. Captain Marvel Club membership card. And your signature here is a member in good standing. Does solemnly promise to assist Captain Marvel in upholding freedom, defending justice, and the smashing of all evil. Captain Marvel, hero of Wiz Comics. And then, of course, on the back of the card, you would have your secret code. And like I said, this card was kept in amazing shape. It's got a little bit of damage there on the corner, but otherwise, you see a little bit of some stress there, kind of getting on those corners, but otherwise, I mean, amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And the fact that this thing isn't even signed, oh, come on. So let's move along. Here we have an advertisement for some Fawcett books and titles. And as you can see here, it's got a nice little presentation. Captain Marvel Jr., Bullet Man, Captain Marvel. Run down through here, we have Spy Smasher. And of course, hey kids, you boys and girls are not the only ones who like to read about me. Captain Marvel Jr., Spy Smasher, Bullet Man, and the rest of the, and it just goes on to, you know, from there. Basically just giving you a little bit of a plot lead up, an incentive to be ready for the next issue of Captain Marvel Adventures or Wiz Comics, and or Junior Bullet or Bullet Man. I mean, they just, you know, keep the kids wrapped up in the comics, so these letters and stuff would obviously keep you in the loop. And I just love this letter, and of course this letter is in amazing shape. Or should I say this pamphlet. And of course here, look here, we got a little bit of a advertising for Wiz Comics 34 and Captain Marvel Adventures 14. Moving along. We have another one. This one here would be a form in order to fill out, and this would allow you to receive a free issue of Spy Smasher as their gift to you for being a member. We enclose a dime in coin or stamps, 5 cents for each of us. To cover the cost of mailing, we understand that we receive the Captain Marvel Club cards, which contain the secret code and the Captain Marvel badges. Now, of course, once I complete this, somebody let me know if all of these, you know, memorabilia or little fan club kits always came the same. Sometimes they came with particular things. I've tried to do a lot of research and I have not found a lot, but like when you initially became a member, did you get a larger package? And then from there, you would get a smaller package, like a letter. What you see here, you would get a letter with the various items, you know, and then you would send in for your various knickknacks, you know, the flutes, the whistles, the flip cards, and the other little various memorabilia items I come across online. But by all means, somebody educate me or point me to some sites that would be equally as educative, should I say, if that's even a word. But moving along. And of course here, one of my favorite pieces of this piece is the membership letter addressing the member. And of course here, just absolutely amazing. Still in great shape, great color. Advertising all the Fawcett books. Here we got your pro United States message here. Captain Marvel flexing it out. Amazing color, still popping. And of course advertising the various books: Wiz, Captain Marvel Adventures, America's Greatest Comics, which is an 8-issue run, and are larger books than the standard issues at the time. They're amazing too. I recommend it. But of course here we got our secret message up top to be deciphered. Hey, if you want to take a screenshot of this, whatever, and do what you do, you can decipher that if you'd like. I did a lot of research online. I see these letters vary. I mean, obviously there's got to be a different letters, you know, because addressing each issue and as each one would come out. So this one here in particular is September 14th, 1942. And here we have addressing the member, should I say, I guess, recapping on a past big contest mentioned in the last letter. It's running right now, as they say, in Captain Marvel Adventures. And it's not only a lot of fun, but prizes up to $1,500 in war bonds and stamps. That is why I broke out my issue here, Captain Marvel Adventures 15, which is the $1,500 contest, Pace the Axis contest. I picked this issue up at my local comic shop. Unfortunately, it's missing the contest spread in the middle that you would take out and send in for the contest. So obviously somebody made use of this one, but otherwise this book's in amazing shape. But here you have Captain Marvel here standing in front, advertising. Love it. But continuing on, so here, as he says, promoting the $1,500 war bonds contest. Don't miss it. Get your copy of Captain Marvel Adventures right away. You'll find the rules there in Captain Marvel Adventures 16. Bam. So this would have been September 42, or September 14th, 1942, September 18th. So this would have literally been issued to the kids just not even a week prior to the next issue dropping on the newsstands for the kids. But continue on here, we basically from there we have expressing some plot points in regards to the next issue and what the reader can expect, to prepare himself in order to assist Captain Marvel in reading his next adventure. And here, of course, and besides issue 16 on Captain Marvel Adventures, this one here refers to Wiz Comics 36, obviously keeping in line with the readers and the issues dropping that week. So obviously these letters and would correspond and play along with the comics as they go. So but of course addressing all the comics and what to expect after going through promoting the contest, the 2 issues, Captain Marvel Adventures, promoting Wiz Comics 36. We have here, you and the rest of the gang have shown your appreciation for our first 2 premiums to such an extent that I am making you another swell offer this month. The enclosed offer has a space for your name and address. I would appreciate it if you would print and clear as clearly as possible so that you will get your premium pronto. I'll be seeing you. Yours for old Shazam, Captain Marvel. P.S. Almost forgot. Steamboat's up to his old tricks this month. He has a brand new jingle. And of course they go through a little jingle here. I've noticed these kind of play a little role amongst a lot of the letters. So, but thankfully the Steamboat character was dropped. It was an African-American sidekick character that was just absolutely racially inappropriate. And thankfully, some local school kids, from one, I guess from one of the, God, I just can't think of it, but basically a bunch of school kids protested get it and convinced the creators and editors and everyone there at Fawcett to ditch such a racist ideology, and they did so promptly. So, and of course, you'll find a lot of the after things still peppered through, but thankfully, they make changes, And the 1940s, boy, what a time for that. But of course, here you got your little message from jingle from Steamboat, and then at the end, pretty nifty, eh? And that's basically it. And this letter here is in amazing shape as well. I am just absolutely elated by the condition of these. But this would be my Captain Marvel Club memorabilia collection. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I did. So have a good day, y'all. Enjoy. Thank you.